Hello, Reds from around the world. When it rains, it pours. This is unbelievable, okay? Like coming into like Sunday, prior to this, I was thinking the rest of the season, we're just going to be seeing out, playing average games, whatever. Hopefully have a run in Europe. Top four basically confirmed. And then Woodward is gone. The Super League is apparently gone. We've lads in the background coming in. Connor's just joined. Reese is in. Lads, what is happening? What is happening?
It's a win for football.
It's a win for football. It is a win for football. Woodward is gone. We're getting reports on TalkSport. I'm sure it'll be confirmed across Sky Sports, across everywhere. Get your comments in. Subscribe to the channel wherever you are, guys. This is going to be fun. This is what we have been waiting for, what we have been wanting for the longest time. The one person's gone. The rest will have to go. But we're making progress. This is progress. It is basically confirmed. Woodward has resigned. Oh my God! Okay.
Quick thing for you, Joe. I'm going to do a Man United performance against Southampton. So this is what I'm wearing. I'm about to do a shirt change.
Oh yes. Your comments are coming in, guys. It's hugely appreciated. Ryan McCulloch. Oh my God! Exactly. Massive, absolutely massive. So get your thoughts in. Subscribe to the channel. We have more people coming in. I don't think we'll ever have a show as packed as this. Stu, hey. Great to have you on. We can't have a show without you. Gary, great to have you back in as well. This is massive. This is one of the biggest days, guys.
Mute yourself,
Gary. I think it's you. Just put your earphones in, Gary. We'll get you back in, okay? Because I can hear myself coming through. Okay. Thanks very much. We're going to go around and get your reaction. Sorry, go ahead, Stuart.
Can I say before we start? Look at the guns of Cal. Look at Cal's guns.
he knew this one would bring in the massive viewership, so he was just like, "Got to get it sorted."
Fucking large, isn't he?
Beautiful, guys. We're being inundated with comments coming in, and for anyone who's a first-time viewer, this is the place to be.
Another update: Agnelli has resigned. Agnelli has resigned from Juventus.
For Juventus.
Agnelli has now resigned.
So that's all. This goes to show that obviously they really thought that they had this. They really thought that they were going to get away with this, and it's not about getting away with anything, but it's completely shot themselves in the foot. And we could not have asked for really a better outcome. I mean, we're halfway there. Okay, we still need the Glazers out. Nothing changes. They'll get someone else in. So we need to keep pushing this. But what a turnaround! What a
absolutely. Keep the pressure on. We can't let it slip. Just because the fans got one bit of news which they wanted, which is Ed Woodward gone, which we wanted for the longest time. We can't let another puppet go in there. But Mark, sorry.
Just one point, Joe. So I think now with Woodward going, I think this probably is the biggest indicator that it might finally happen. I think it might actually finally go.
Yes.
I think he was always their puppy dog for so many years, and I think now it might finally happen. I genuinely think if an offer was to come in, they'd go, do you know what? We'll cut our losses because this has been this was bigger than the protest in 2005. It was bigger than 2010 with the green and gold campaign. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened. The fact that he's resigned says everything, and I think now we'll see the Glazers possibly shut up shop as well. And quite frankly, brilliant. You know, the Champions League isn't the best at the minute with the reforms, but it's a damn right better than what was proposed with this Super League. So let's go. Let's see what happens.
100% Callum.
Yeah, so Mike Keegan has come out and said the collapse at United/European Super League may well see the Glazer family sell the club.
I don't think they've got nowhere else to go, have they? Now the Glazer family.
And you're absolutely right, Callum, as well. I mean, Ed Woodward has been their sort of main man since the very beginning. He worked with JP Morgan, as we spoke about the other night. He was the one that sort of brokered the deal and allowed them to take on this awful way of buying a club with debt and everything. And he's been there since the get-go. So, I mean, you know, let's don't get carried away just yet, but if obviously those reports are true, then fucking excellent.
Yeah, 100%.
He's confirmed it as well. Romano, he said that he's resigned as chief executive vice chairman because of the Super League situation. City and Chelsea have intention to lead the Super League and are preparing with their legal teams.
Yes, this is everything we could have hoped for. This could be the best thing that happened. The Glazers being pricks and going the extra mile to try ruin football could get them out of our club, which is what we've been dreaming about since 2005. And guys, wherever you are watching this, come over to YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like the channel. This is the best place to be for true Manchester United fans. Thoughts, updates, and feelings. This is as raw as it gets until we win that league back, until we win that Champions League back. This is how good it feels. Stu, you've been the longest Manchester United fan. You first went there, you saw them play away against Wolves in a 0-0 draw in 1977. How does this feel for you, knowing that Woodward is gone and hopefully this is progress to getting our club back?
You know, I'm a bit lost for words right now. I've just come back from a kickabout and I'm absolutely lost for words, which is unlike me because I can talk for fucking England. But what I'd say is our club has always been an institution. It's always been a place where you can go and you can forget about your troubles. You can go support the team, the lads. And I've always felt that the players respected what we as fans gave to the club. But when those parasites, and they are parasites, took over in 2005, everything changed. And I said on the Wall of Reds that this has been coming since 1983 when Tottenham floated. But it's taken the biggest revolt in football history that I'm aware of, from a fan's perspective and a player's perspective, which really shocked me because the players, stood to make a lot of extra money out of this. But it's taken the biggest revolt in football, modern day football, for the Glazers and owners of football clubs to really understand what a football club is about. And it's been an absolute right hook on the chin for Woodward, the Glazers, Abramovich, Man City. Because I'm pretty sure that City, as a club, thought their fans would be right behind them for what they've done for them since 2008. It's been the biggest knockout blow by fans I've ever witnessed in football. I am, for one, am delighted. The Glazers' position now is untenable. They've got absolutely...
Say it again, Stu.
It's untenable.
It's untenable. Hashtag untenable. Hashtag untenable, everyone.
Yeah, they've got nowhere to go. If you're a Glazer now, you have got nowhere to go. I would imagine they will be phoning everybody who's put a bid in the last 10 years to say we're up for grabs. And I would imagine by the summer, I think people will be doing their due diligence on the club and we'll have new owners. You tell me, would you stay around? I just can't see why you would. You're not wanted. Yeah. You've had a massive kick in the balls by everyone. The whole of football has kicked you in the balls. Not just the fans. The whole of football has done it.
100%. Stu, I can listen to you speak for the rest of your life. But this is our Christmas. This is our Christmas. Okay, I've just spread it around for as long as far as I can. So Vin, I'm going to come to you. Just do whatever you want. Just feel the joy, feel the move, and feel the music. Enjoy every second of it.
I've got no words, mate. I've got no words. Jesus. I'm just looking at all the possible updates that are coming on Twitter right now. There's news coming in that Woodward's going to be in his role until the end of the year, and then he's going to leave. So it's not going to be an immediate sacking. It's going to be till the end of the year. But still, it's a big step, mate. It's a big step. Yeah. You have no idea how long all of us have been waiting, and I'm sure you've been waiting longer than me. Fucking hell, man. Seriously, this is big. One down, one to go. The Glazers.
Yes.
It's time for them. That's it. They're no longer the untouchables. They're no longer the ones who can say, "Oh, we can do whatever the fuck we want." No, guys, you're done.
I just hope they put some sort of contingency in place because we don't want this happening again. People might be there to take a bit of advantage. We need to make sure that due diligence is there and we get the right people in. So
reform the fitting means test.
One second, Reese. Go ahead there, Callum.
Manchester United have hang on a second. So apparently there's a live Q&A or something over the next hour. I don't know if that's true though. I think that's just off a not very legitimate source, but I'll keep my eye out on that one as well.
Yeah, perfect.
And see what happens with that.
Callum, you're our ear on the ground.
I think so, don't I?
Yeah. And guys, wherever you're watching, if you want to see this joy constantly, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it around, get in the comment, get your thoughts in, meet like-minded Manchester United fans who part of the misery is over. Okay, we can start looking up to the skies and smiling because one of the big bads has fallen. It mightn't be Thanos, but it's someone close. I'm trying to think who the next worst one. Loki. We'll say Loki. It might be Loki. Okay, even though I kind of like Loki. I'm kind of losing the point here.
Voldemort.
Voldemort. We'll say Voldemort. Voldemort's gone, and Thanos is next. Connor, my man, we both found out at the exact same time. Singh. Oh, Callum's back in. Callum's back in.
More news. He's not resigning straight away. He's resigning at the end of 2021, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going to stand down anyway, but will be made public after New York stock market closes at 9 o'clock British Standard Time. So he is going, but we're not completely sure of when. I think it will be the end of the year, though.
Okay, that's brilliant. He's still going. We're still holding on to the joy of what this is. Okay, Connor, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe that. I was literally just on the phone to my mate, and I was saying, can you imagine if we wake up tomorrow and we see Woodward resigned? Breaking news on Sky Sports. 5 minutes later, Twitter blows up, and here we are. I said yesterday, I never thought this Super League crap was going to get off the ground anyway. But I always said, let's not forget this and let's keep the pressure on Woodward and the Glazers because this is the best time to do it. And somebody said on Sky Sports yesterday, it's going to take a storm and maybe it needs to get worse before it gets better. And this is exactly what's happened. You saw the reaction. I've never seen anything like this. The whole football community, the government getting involved, all the football associations and everybody backing against this idea. So like everyone said, one down, one to go. And I'm so glad that rat is getting out of our club. I cannot express that. I've been to every campaign against this. So I'm just lost for words, as I'm sure everyone else is right now. It's like I said, it had to go through the worst footballing project, if you want to call it a project. It's just a stupid idea to get some good back into this club. And fantastic.
I hope everyone listening lost. Sorry. Go ahead there. Hold on. I'll get you a big screen first, Reese.
It's probably just a quick update, but just because I've got notifications on from United District, they've confirmed that Woodward, he's going to remain in his role, but it's until the end of 2021. Then he is fucked off.
Yes,
that's confirmed.
Is that the end of the season or the end of 2021 December?
It just says in the tweet end of 2021. It's on United District.
I would have thought season,
Yeah, me too.
I assume it'll be season.
Yeah,
sorry. I'm just
or it might be December and it'll be a great fucking Christmas present.
Either way, just happening.
I'll take it.
Just a quick point, right? I don't want to see any slander of Luke Shaw or Harry Maguire ever again.
Give him a slander.
It's come out. We're going to rename him. It's Jedi Master Luke Shawwalker.
Yeah. He's come out and he was the one that confronted Ed Woodward this morning twice. Yeah. He came up and said, this is not on. And now Ed Woodward's resigned. The Glazers look like they could end up finally selling. The Super League's gone. Whatever his face from Juventus has resigned. Fans have won and it says everything. So we're going to keep the game and we're not going to lose our club. And you saw, like Mark, me and you saw last night, but Hammer got really emotional about it. It's a win for all of us on this channel. It's a win for every single football fan. Regardless of what team you support, it's a win for all of football. So, we should all be really happy tonight. I'm just fuming that I'm on a course at work at the minute and I've got an exam tomorrow, so I can't have a frigging drink.
I've had this thought on a few occasions. It would have been wonderful to have done all of this during our higher times, and this could be the first step to being able to achieve that again. I mean, hopefully we get the right people in. Hopefully the structure is going to be right. We can get the players that we need. This is all obviously future talk. It might not happen for a long time yet, but hopefully that will give us the real sort of comeuppance and be able to talk positively and see us come back to similar ways to winning ways, Brilliant.
Absolutely. And just so you know, Callum, Brendan has just commented, you can have one drink.
Do you know what? I mean, it's a course on Teams, so I might just keep the camera off and,
Absolutely. Do it.
I've just realised I'm live on YouTube, so I don't know if I might watch it. Can I also just say, I've got the YouTube chat up on my phone as well. There's currently 217 people currently with us live.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. And everyone, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the best place to be if you want to see the best update to true Manchester United fans. We go through the great time together, we go through the miserable time together, and this is a great time we can go through together. We mightn't have won the league, but we might have won our club back, and that's all that matters. Andrew, as the wonderful brick wall that you are, you're sitting there as polite and wonderful as ever, and I've been dying to get to you because I want to hear your insights. Let me see your feeling. Explode. Give us everything you got.
I can't believe it. Just can't believe it. Just when I've just thought, say on Sunday when during the game against Burnley, it was just like the Super League being announced during the game. It just took the shine off that win, and then just like the last couple of days, I'm just like, I said to Stu in the comments in the live show yesterday, I was like, I'm unsure. I'm just conflicted whether I'm going to renew my season ticket or not. But today, I'll definitely be renewing my season ticket. Now Ed Woodward's going. It's just been a great day, and now it's time for the Glazers to go. Since they've been here since 2004, 5?
2005.
Seems that long now. Just to say, they've just been like to refer them as like agents of chaos. They've just created chaos, and now this chaos has to come to an end. I know there's talk of, before all the clubs started to drop out of the Super League, there was going to be a protest at Old Trafford on Saturday, but whether that's still going to go ahead,
It should. In
defiance don't stop now. Don't quit while we're ahead.
In defiance of the Glazers, Ed Woodward's going, well, we need to, we put the foot on the gas now. We need to just, keep on it and just, get them out now. It needs to happen.
I have someone who, just before we go on to next topic, I have someone who's coming into chat now who I do believe I've never had on a show with Stu, and I think the worlds collide if these two came together. It's like a doppelganger.
Is it Jamie?
It's not Jamie. It's not Jamie. It's the wonderful Doc. It's Barry.
Doc. Me and Doc,
the legendary Doc, and I hope the Wi-Fi is working, or it might just be froze with the light.
I haven't spoken to him in a while.
I love Doc. I do. I've been on a show with him, but not like this.
I've not spoken to him in a while, so this is going to be a blast. I think the last time I spoke to him, his Wi-Fi cut out.
What sort of show, Stu? Bit worried.
Barry, hold on. Not off topic. Barry, I need to hear. We need to hear Barry's thoughts. Hey! Oh no! Go for it, Barry. No!
He's going, guys. He's going.
Yes. That's all that matters. I think it's all that
going.
Hold on, Doc.
Well done, Barry. I think your Wi-Fi is messing around again, but who cares? He's going. He's gone. Jamie, welcome to the show.
The Doc.
How we doing?
Oh, there he goes. Beautiful cameo. Jamie, you just come in. I'm going to go to Reese first. Get that fucking drink in you. Guys, wherever you're watching, subscribe to the channel, like the video, spread it around. Get as much joy in this as you possibly can. Get in those comments. Spread how much you're happy about this. Reese, give us everything you got.
Well, as you know, I'm one of the youngest fans here, like 24 as of a week ago. But I've been a Man United fan since '99. And the fact that these leeching, parasitic, rat-faced, cockwomble cunts are officially gone is the absolute best. It is the absolute best. And Brendan put in a brilliant comment regarding Andrew and his absolute genius. Andrew's probably the most happiest here because he doesn't have to redecorate his bedroom now. Like, this is the absolute best thing.
That's true.
They're gone. They're gone. A sentiment marks comments. We need to get the best in. And you know what's even funnier? Perez has resigned as well. He's gone. So it's a complete win for football. It's a complete win for football. Perez is gone. He has stepped down.
Oh my God.
Really? Where did you see that?
I haven't seen that.
It's been passed through tweets to me and everything. I've been getting fucking notification after notification. But he's
Callum,
gone.
you're supposed to be our ear on the ground. Are you only looking?
I'm not gonna lie, I've not seen that. So I've heard a report that it's likely, but it's not confirmed.
Agnelli resigned from Juventus. There's pressure on Perez to resign. It's not confirmed 100% yet, but it's likely that could happen before tonight.
Crazy. Jamie, hold on. Give us your thoughts.
I mean, firstly, since when was Callum Fabrizio Romano? Since when have you been breaking news, Cal? Honestly, man, I'm fucking buzzing. Like I was saying to my mates before, 12 hours ago, I was contemplating the fact that I'd probably never support the club that I've followed since I was born ever again. And here we are having a beer because fucking Woodward's in the mud. Obviously, it's a tricky one because I'm gassed that he's gone finally. We've still got work to do. The Glazers, those rats, still need to get out of the club. But it's a good day for football fans everywhere, isn't it? Like. And, you know, I've seen somebody made a comment, you know, let's hope that, you know, another JP Morgan employee doesn't come in and take over. But it's just such a sigh of relief, innit? You know, I see lads are having the beers and stuff like that. Like, this is cause to celebrate, innit? Like, Boris needs to pull forward the pubs properly reopening so we can finally fucking celebrate that rat being in the mud. That probably wasn't the most cohesive conversation and argument I've ever made in my life. There's a lot of profanities in there, so I do apologise. But what an exciting time, man! Like some Belen banker is going to leave our club. You know, what like just what a relief,
guys. Like the fact is, we can look at it and go, for the first time in 16 years, it looks like our club might be our club again. Like this is momentum stuff, and this is something that we have to cherish and we have to keep fighting for, because nothing is set in stone yet. Nothing is set in stone. We are not going to have our club back until the Glazers are gone, and that's just a fact. So we can't let up. We can't take this as a win. We have to keep fighting and keep not buying jerseys, not buying anything, because all they know about is money. But as Stu said, this is the glass. This is the ceiling. They've realized they can't do the Super League. As long as that is done, then they're like, we have to sell because we have to get as much money as possible, and that's what we want. That's what we want.
There's got to be a note of caution, though, fellas. As much as we can be elated today, money is an absolute disease, as we all know. And the Glazers will get top dollar for it. Yeah. And we've got to look at who's prepared to pay top dollar for the club.
Somebody will. They're not going to want to stay, and they'll have to drop it if they can't get it for that price.
We'll all put money together. Like we can get it between the 10 of us.
Yeah, and that's why that's why the German method won't work in the UK at this point in time, because the clubs are too valuable, they're too expensive, and it costs, I don't know, something like 2 billion, wouldn't it, to buy out 51% of Manchester United at the minute, or even more than that, depending on what they get, because it's not even on face value. They'll be looking for 4 to 5 billion for this club. And so we just got to have a note of caution about that side of it. But anyway, fuck the Glazers, fuck Woodward. And I'm with Andrew. I should be renewing my season tickets tomorrow. And I'm well happy.
Just to add to that point, Joe. Yeah. So the problem with that though is, so obviously Gary Neville made the point really. So yeah, the Glazers are inherently a bad thing for the club, but unfortunately the money in football has got so big and astronomical that it has become a disease. And for United to be sold, it will take however many billion. Now, who do we then get to buy? Do we get an Arab state who have got awful human rights records? Do we get someone from China who have also got human rights record abuses? Unfortunately, football's become this global brand that has so much money that having a billionaire owner is not a good thing anyway. Yeah. And the only way to look forward is in some way to bring in a law to get fans. Now, Stu probably is right. The clubs are too valuable to have 50%, but something needs to be looked into that to stop that, because unfortunately, having these billionaire owners, another billionaire in 20 years will just want to do the same thing, and there needs to be something to stop this happening again, to stop these billionaire owners who have no connection to these local areas, to the communities, to the fans of the clubs, who will just try and bleed the clubs dry to make even more money for themselves. Legislation needs to be put in place, and especially for fans, because fans have been constantly just left in the dark, and finally, now this has happened, fans have said, we have had enough. Hopefully, we're finally seeing the end of it.
Yeah. Yes. Callum, genuinely, you're speaking from the hearts and minds of every single person here, and beautifully put, and fair play to you, because we don't want to just change it. We don't want to just have another devil that comes in. We need to, hopefully, but there's only how many billionaires in the world that can actually afford it. So,
do you know really where football could end up? Sorry to cut over you, Joe, but football could end up somebody like, and it's going to sound a bit strange what I'm about to put across, but somebody like Apple could invest in football. Somebody like Google could invest in football. It could actually happen that you will see a conglomerate business invest in football, because.
Stu, I'm just going to pause you for 1 second, because the person coming in now is going to be full of energy, and we're getting into a conversation now. He wants to enjoy, I think, a bit more of the euphoric that Woodward has gone.
I'll go back after him then.
Then. So please, he has a show in 35 minutes, but he just couldn't last that long. He wants to come in and share in the joy now. Please welcome Kartik, everybody.
Hey, motherfuckers! The bad prick's gone! Joseph!
Yes!
He's gone!
He's gone!
Like the fucking video! When else are you going to like the fucking video, you bunch of miserable pricks?
Kartik, tell us how you really feel. The floor is your, minister. Go on.
Nothing wrong with being bald.
No, sorry, I didn't realize who was on the show. Sorry. Anyway, no, honestly, look, this is a big moment, and it's the start of something that could be much bigger than we think it is. However, as I've been consistent in saying yesterday and today, don't forget what these pricks tried to do. Don't forget what these clubs tried to do. Don't forget what they almost tried to take away from us, because there could be someone who comes in and tries to do it again. And you know what? Hopefully, what they've learned from this is don't fucking mess with our game. Don't even try it. Just don't, because this is what happens.
Yes, 100%.
Well said, Carl. I think, mate.
Callum's
look at that. Look at that tank. Look at that tank. Look at that fucking tank.
What was that?
Shares are gone.
The stocks. You can't really see it.
It's gone down. Sorry, so the shares have gone down 6%.
Joe's dick goes down quicker than that.
It doesn't even get up in time, to be fair.
and unfortunately, what Cal's just demonstrated there is business. It's that's unfortunately what Cal's just demonstrated. You know, whatever percentage we wiped off the value. All I was saying is that football is such a higher echelon that there are only a finite amount of people that can do it, that can actually put 3, 4, 5 billion quid on the table to buy a club. And if you remember when we floated in 91 and the Sky debacle, Sky valued us at 700 million, didn't they? Was it something like 3 or 4 years before? And the Monopolies and Mergers Committee stepped in to stop it. Unless, as Callum is right, the government say that the fans have got to own a percentage, and it can only be a small percentage because of the value of what we are. We're still open to parasitic people unless a conglomerate or a multi-billion-dollar business takes ownership. And I'm talking the likes of Apple, who you would trust to be custodians of our club. But you're going to have issues with them not understanding it. The only person I think in Britain who could probably buy it is Ratcliffe, the Ineos owner. He's probably got the wealth and depth, and he understands football. I think he's got shares in he owns a couple of French clubs, so he understands football. But we've got to be very, very careful on what the board does. But still, I'm absolutely elated, and I'm sorry to put this air of caution out there, but
you should. We should.
No, it has to be done. It has to be done.
Just very quickly, on a side note, Spurs are at this rate the only team left in it, so they might finally get a trophy in 40-odd years.
Oh, that's so typical of Daniel Levy to hold on to that with like his bare hands, because he somehow got into it. Now he's probably going to refuse to leave. But guys, comedy, is misery plus time. We can look back and laugh at everything Ed Woodward has done. If you want to put into the chat now, what were your least favorite things? What is it that made him the pariah that he so deserved to be? So get into the chat. Tell us why you actually dislike Woodward as much as you can, because I want to make us enjoy this moment.
Do they need a reason?
Hey, they can give some. No, look, give them a chance to
fucking hell, Joe.
But you don't like him because he's bald, seemingly. But like maybe they might more coherent reasons.
While they're doing that, let's all just feel this for a minute.
Some man. But
I've got 2, Joe. If you want to go with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Callum, we'll go to you first.
He remember when he flew home from Australia to conduct urgent transfer business for fucking nobody. And then another thing he did was he told the world that we can sign anybody we want because we can do things that no other club can do in the transfer market. And we signed Marouane Fellaini, so we can piss off. He can do one. I've had enough. He is bald. He looks like me at the minute, but I'm working on that. So goodbye. Can't be doing with him.
Absolutely. Barry, I think our wonderful doc in the corner finally has good reception. So we can go full-blown Barry now and give us your insight, your thoughts, and your love for what today has become.
Sorry about the internet, guys, but this is Africa, as you can well imagine. And I'm just amazed. That the news reached us as quickly as it did you in the UK. So, of course, it's been quite a roller coaster. And I think that this will go down as an iconic moment in the history of the club, because we almost saw the destruction of the club and we see the power of the fans. And we've always spoken about our club, and then people have said, well, it's actually not our club because the Glazers own it. But maybe in some respects, the fans have taken back ownership of their respective clubs. And I'm not only talking about Man United, but, the other clubs that were involved in this. So it's been quite an incredible story. And, I mean, as for Woodward, he's absolute poison. He's been disliked from the moment he's had the job by the fans. The guy's not a football man. He's a merchant banker. The board have got too many guys that are graduates of the University of Bristol that have worked at all sorts of venture capital and major finance houses. And really, football is not their priority. Business is their priority. So I think it's one in the face for them and one up for the fans. And this is one time when I wish that fans would have been back at football, because they would have gone absolutely ballistic at the games. And I don't think that Woodward or the Glazers would have shown themselves at Old Trafford, because I think they would have feared bodily harm, probably. But this ultimately, the historians will write about this day, I think, as being an iconic moment, both at Man United and in football.
So, just before you ask the next question, Joe, has everyone seen this tweet from Conor McGregor?
Yeah, I was just about to burn that up.
Conor McGregor's just tweeted he's going to buy Man United. Imagine if we were all that.
I really would not like that.
I think, if I may just add, if one wants to look at great tweets, and especially with Shakespearean English, our friend Mary, I think she calls herself She-Devil United. Yes. I love her tweets because they are full of the Queen's English.
Oh, yeah.
I got a couple of comments. We got one in. Great stuff, lads. Magic night for United fans everywhere. That's actually from my brother. So cheers, Kev, for tuning in. You got,
I see he got the good genes.
You haven't met him in person. He's not even 6 foot.
That's 6 inches.
There's so many personal attack comments there. I'm not.
I know. Actually, there's a tweet coming in. Sorry, I just got one. Callum, I'm after robbing the job off you. This is from Stan Collymore. Okay, so take that as you want.
Well, just want to say that.
But been told that one club owner may put their club up for sale within days. Much into dismay within the club from bottom to top. Now, just is there any other club he could be talking about?
Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal.
Maybe Arsenal, because they had to make soft currencies during COVID, right?
It's not Arsenal.
No, it's not Arsenal.
Look,
that's it, Ben. You can get out now. It's not Arsenal. Right?
It's not Arsenal, you boring bastards.
Well, I hope not, but it could be. You asked me the question, who else could it be? Maybe Arsenal.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, the correct answer was definitely Glazers. So boom to the two of you.
I hope so.
Oh,
Benson. Yeah,
it's
it
not
won't be
Liverpool.
Why you do, Joe? What are these people doing on here with logic? Get them out.
Yeah, fuck off.
This is what happens when Joe hosts a fucking show. This is what happens. Logic seeps in. What are you doing?
Chaos.
Woodward's gone. The Glazers are going. We're going to win the lot, and we're going to be fucking pissed as fuck.
Let me just quell the Liverpool thing, because FSG came out a couple of weeks ago with the injection of cash from that NBA player, LeBron, whatever his name is. I don't know who he is.
Daniel.
You just made yourself sound about 800 years old.
That's because I am.
LeBron,
what's his name?
Yeah, it's like saying face tube, isn't it? That kind of bollocks. But what I'm getting at is that investment was for them to almost quadruple their sporting empire. So there's absolutely no chance they're going to relinquish Liverpool. No chance.
Yeah, that's the sort of logic we want. The one that doesn't help Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm not having it. Yeah, it's bollocks.
It said I wouldn't listen to Stan Collymore. That's like taking advice from a butcher about window curtains. Okay. I would also say that he is in the media as well, so he would have some sort of insight that we don't have. But Jamie, we haven't actually heard from you in a little while, so I'm going to go to you now. You've been sitting there growing your mustache out. It's coming in. It's coming in installments, but it's getting there. So what? How are you feeling? What is your worst moment under Woodward, if you can put that into words?
Well, that was the clip, wasn't it, where he fucking shouts at Fergie. That little rat bastard thinking he can talk to our father like that. But like everyone said, the fact that, there were so many transfers that were so obvious that could have propelled us, and he fumbled them. He just never put the effort in. He didn't give a fuck. He was too interested in signing noodle partners and fucking lawnmower partners and the official tractor of Manchester United and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. It's nice at somebody's funeral to say some nice things about him. Okay, so one thing he did do is he was very good at. But he got some money into the club, didn't he? But the guy's a fucking rat, isn't he? And I've just been thinking, like, maybe Florentino Perez is actually secretly just a big United fan who hated the Glazers and hated Woodward as the rest of us. So he decided to go on this European Super League venture, got them fucking pricks to buy into it.
Hang on a minute, are you suggesting that Florentino Perez is LUHG?
He's got a fucking football Twitter burner account.
You know what? He's Mike.
Yes.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, it's Mike. Is it Mike or like Johnny FX?
Yeah. But hey, there you go, man. But maybe my tash will come fully back in by the time that Woodward's actually stopped off. You know what I mean?
You might even have a beard.
How long have you been growing the tash?
Oh, this one come back over the last week. I shaved it all off last week, but it does grow in installments.
But guys, sorry, what do we do next? Okay, I'm going to go around table on this. Andrew, I'm going to go to you first, then Vin, because we haven't heard from you in a little while. What do we do from here now? Okay, because Woodward going the end of 2021. Should we push him to go sooner, or is that maybe not the best course of action? What do you think? Should we continue with protests? Should we not buy from the club? Callum's.
Sorry, I've just seen someone on Twitter again.
Is it?
He's just laughing at his own tweets. That's what it is.
I am funny. No, apparently the new chief exec's going to be Lee Grant.
That's a natural progression.
But mate, what a career that man would have had.
But Andrew, coming to you, what do we do from here?
So to get the Glazers out now. I mean, just picking up on Stu's and Barry's point earlier, just who's going to buy the club next? Well, I remember from like many years back, there was the Red Knights consortium, whether they would still be around and whether they'd still be interested in buying the club. Maybe they might want to look at now trying to buy the club, and because I think they were United fans involved in that consortium. So that's what we want: United fans running the club. So the Glazers need to go. As far as Edward, he needs to go now. He's done enough damage. He's just got to go. So the Glazers go now.
Absolutely. I think we can tattoo that on our foreheads.
Yes.
Is Vin for yourself?
Yeah. I think obviously we would have loved to see Woodward leave immediately, but I think him leaving at the end of the year might be a decent move, because you don't want to rush things too much, right? You don't want to just put everything and just overhaul the entire club overnight. I mean, that's not how it works. And there are a bunch of things that need to be done. Obviously, the Glazers need to go. We need to keep the pressure, keep the protests going, keep those hashtags in every post and every tweet. And I'm just reading a tweet from Sam Pilger, who writes for a bunch of magazines, and he says, the Glazers have lost both their frontman and Ed Woodward and their ability to cash in with the Super League today. They could be about to finally leave and sell Manchester United. So again, we'll have to wait and see in the next few days how things go. But keep the protest going. Stop buying merch. Stop investing money into the club, and keep the pressure on. And then after that, put the pressure on the government to put the 50+1 rule in place. I know Stu's spoken about how difficult that would be, but if there is a way to put that in, get it in place.
Absolutely. Barry, over to you now. What do we do from here? Do we push to get rid of Woodward immediately? Do you think that might be a bit too drastic, or is it just keep going, keep the pressure on?
No, I think the sooner Woodward goes, the better. The problem is that as long as the Glazers are the owners, they will appoint somebody in his place, maybe from within the board, like Matt Judge or Richard Arnold, that will do just the same. So the Glazers need to go. The owners need to go, and I would hope that a lot of pressure be brought to bear on them, because I'm tired of them using our club as a cash cow to fund their American football and their other personal interests and business interests. So I think that we should up the ante, and we need to get the Glazers out.
Perfect. Kartik, since you are, I think, the least most recent person, then we'll go to you now. What do we do from here?
What do we do from here? If you drink, get smashed. If you don't drink, get smashed. And order some food and enjoy All for United in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah. That should be your tagline.
Because I'm hosting and I'm going to let loose.
He's got to let loose. He's on at 9 o'clock. We've another 15 minutes here before
Right, I'm going to jump off as well, so I'll see you in a bit.
Go on. See you in a bit, Kartik.
I hope he's not jumping off the building.
Could happen. It could happen. Jamie, I'll go to you now. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, like people have said, like obviously the next step is to push the Glazers out, because as long as they're there, they'll just appoint yes men. And I completely agree with what's been said. I said it last night that the money and the dividends that they took out were what they used to bring Rob Gronkowski out of retirement. They brought Tom Brady over to the Bucs, and they cared about that. So get somebody in, get somebody appointed into. Well, not even Woodward's role. Get rid of Woodward's role completely and restructure the club. Bring in a full-on director of football. I'm not talking about John Murtough, like a proper football man. You know, get Edwin in, man. Just fucking pay him whatever he wants. Get Edwin in, and then let them put the fucking let them put the club up to sale. Elon Musk will come in and buy us. You know, that fucking mad bastard billionaire. He's got bored of buying, building fucking flamethrowers and spaceships. Let him come and run a football club and let us get sponsored by Tesla, and it's all in-house then. All jokes aside, though, that's the goal in it, is get somebody in who knows the club, who understands football, and let them run us the way that a club like us should be run.
Beautifully said, Jamie. And sorry, Brendan just said only 20 minutes. No, we're on for at most 20 more minutes, and then Kartik's on with another show directly afterwards. So wherever you're watching, don't go anywhere. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing because Woodward is gone. There'll be more reaction to that, but then more reaction to kind of the collapse of the Super League as a whole on that show, more so as well. What's this? Boys, if Woodward is going and the Glazers are uncertain, that means we won't be signing anyone this summer. Not fair for Ole and the rest. Not fair for Ole and the rest of the team. Well, they will have to give us a bit of money, but also no one will really be making any signings, and it might be a bit of a Mike Ashley thing where it's like, well, we'll buy Jadon Sancho for 80 million, but then the value of the club goes up by 80 million. So I don't think it'll be that much of a hindrance, because unlike us, where 80 million doesn't matter to add on to the value, for Newcastle 80 million would be huge, or 35 million, whatever the thing is for them. So I think it should be okay. Mark, I'll go to you next. What do we do from here?
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone's already said. I mean, this has given us a massive pedestal in the last few days. Something catastrophic has happened in world football and everyone's come together, and it's been wonderful to see in many ways. So, I agree with everyone else. We need to keep that going. It's only 50% of what we need out at the moment. And, if things sort of go quiet, then they might sort of, not sell. So we need to keep this going. We can't rush these things. Edward Wood, regardless of what we do, probably isn't going to leave to the end of the season, but we know that he's going to be going. So that's great. And as we've already said before, we just need to be very careful with who we bring in. But, they may not be able to sell for a year or two. So it's not going to happen overnight. So we need to just take it as it comes and know that hopefully that will happen. And that's it.
There's one person on the Twitter sphere who's raging with this. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and they're not getting to mention that little bollocks. But on the whole thing of getting rid of him and like the fact that he is supposed to be on to the end of the year, the only comparison I have to that was John Delaney, the former chief executive of Ireland. He had he changed his role. He didn't he changed his role in Ireland in the FAI to a different role, and that was supposed to be a smokescreen for him continuing on doing what he was doing, but just a different position. Basically, what Putin's been doing in Russia, just changing the position. And then it lasted maybe a week, and then he was gone because the fans really nailed down, because it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And if we do this, we can get rid of him. I've got Hama coming in. Callum, I'm going to give you the last word since you've been our guy with the ear to the ground. But we've got Hama in, who's going to come in now. We'll get his thoughts. We'll come to you, and then we'll see us out here at about 5 to, okay? So Hama, our American correspondent, our franchise player, is here to spread nothing but joy and wonderment from across the ocean from, I think, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever it is. Hama, baby, bring the smiles.
How the fuck are we doing, everybody?
Hey!
Adam Woodward resigning.
Yes.
I was not expecting that from all of this. Even if the Super League imploded, I did not think that his ass would willingly step down. I don't know if it's fully willingly, but that is crazy to me. And then in terms of how it happened, I just want to say kudos to the players who stood up. And of course, not just us, but all the fans who went crazy. I tweeted out like 5 minutes ago or something, that right there, that's what is happening right now, is what the power is of fans and players. And one of my favorite images, and I just couldn't find it, I would have tweeted it at you guys, is the one where there's like it's like a leader, it's like a 3-part image, and there's a leader in front, or whatever, the boss in front, and all the people are like bowed down to him. But it's not until the people realize that their voice together is a hell of a lot stronger than one piece of shit, or in this case, 12 pieces of shit who are trying to fuck some shit up for society, or in this case, football.
Yes. But that's the question that we're kind of seeing people out on. What do we do from here?
We keep the pressure. I heard a few people say we keep the pressure. We don't forget right now if it implodes and everything goes back to normal in terms of everything's going to the Premier League side, the Champions League side, everything. We don't forget what these specific owners, not just for United, all these owners, we keep the pressure on them to realize that this is not the type of shit that they are allowed to do. These are not just some things that they get to play with. And it's a hell of a lot more. And I put it at a tweet yesterday at one of the last lines. It's a hell of a lot more than just some numbers at the end of your spreadsheet. So what do we do now? We keep the pressure on the Glazers to have them sell this team.
Yes, I completely agree with you in that. Completely agree with you in that. Mark's disappeared. He's actually backstage. I guess I'll bring him back in. But Callum, you've been our guy with the ear to the ground. And Sean's in our fellow American. Great day, guys. Enough to rip me right out of sabbatical. Brilliant to hear, Sean. You're some guy. We can't wait to have you back on the show at some point. But Callum, where do we go from here?
We all get our asses to Old Trafford on Saturday and carry on that protest against the Glazer family. Yeah. We all go there, we scream and chant how great our club is, and our future is not for theirs to buy. And we tell them to piss off, basically. I've had a Foster's, only one. What I might do next is maybe root through the fridge and see if there's another Foster's in there, but that'll be me for the night, of course. Well behaved.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, also, Joe, follow me back on Twitter, will you, mate?
Oh, dear. I didn't even know. Jeez, a public call out. Yeah, absolutely, I will. Mark must have followed you back either because he's after doing the runner. Deflection tactics are the best, absolutely, but we can't let us be deflected. And where's Vin? Oh, you're there. Yeah, I keep forgetting people there. Vin, you just said you got a great tweet that you want to...
Yes. Yeah. So Phil Jones has not only outlasted managers, but also Ed Woodward at Manchester United. What a man.
Fantastic. Guys, I think we're going to leave it there now. Stuart has the right idea. I'm cracking the beer open. Here's to Woodward going and the great channel not going anywhere. Thanks so much for that, Stuart. Always appreciate your support. We're gone collectively, but Cardiff is on in 12 minutes with a whole host of fans from different from Juventus, from Chelsea, from City, from Liverpool, from Arsenal, from Barcelona, from Real Madrid. They're discussing the Super League. Obviously, Woodward is going to come up in that conversation as well. Go nowhere. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Where if you want to see all the best Man United fans talking about the club they love, whether it breaks our heart or when it elates us, we're here for every moment and we'll always be together for that. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, be there for that. And I won't see you in 12 minutes, but Cardiff will see you all in 12 minutes. Don't miss out. And thanks so much for these guys. It's been a great day. Out of nowhere, it looks like we might get our club back, and this is all we ever wanted. Until then, guys, we'll see you very soon. And I never have the thing queued up. And that was a beautiful thing to leave it on, and I fucked it up. Bye, guys. Bye.
Guys, you'll